the straight line AB cuts the y-axis at, here we have our straight line, and the line AB cuts the y-axis at 0, -2. Which of the following points lie on the line y equal 2x minus 3? So here we have our x and our y values. Here we have our coordinates. So you can go ahead and work from the answer to the question. So if x is 2, y should be 3. So let us look. 2 times 2 would have given you 4. 4 minus 3, 1, incorrect. -2 times 2, this would have given me -4. -7, incorrect. 2 4s 8, minus 3, this one is incorrect. 2 times 0 would have given you 0, and 0 minus 3 would have given you y equal to -3. So when x is 0, y is -3. D is correct. Based on the diagram above shows a graph. If a, b, c are constants and a is greater than 0, the equation of the graph could be this graph. Once you look at this graph, you should know that this is a quadratic equation. So this would have been a quadratic graph. Answer is C, ax squared plus bx plus c. The arrow diagram below shows a function. Which of the following best describes the function? So here they said f of x is equal to x plus 3. These are the values of x. So therefore if we have 2 here, so if this is x, 2 plus 3 would have given us 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. So this one seems correct so far. Y, 5 plus 3, you're not gonna get 2. Y plus 3. So you have 5 plus 3, you're not going to get 2, and y is not equal to x. So the answer would be A. 49. Here we have the range of the function. It is showing us a function, and we have our x values mapped onto our y values. Which of the following describes the function? So here they are saying f of x is equal to x plus 3. So when we have the values for x, 2, 5, 8, 11, we should get the values for y. So when x is 2, so 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11. So A would have been correct. If you should check this one, y plus 3, 5 plus 3 would have given you 8, and this is correct. 5 plus 3, 8, x is not 8, and 2 is not equal to 2, so D would have been incorrect. Our next question, which of the following diagrams illustrate a function? So here we have our inputs mapped onto our outputs. So here we have this one mapped onto this. This input is mapped onto 2 different outputs, not a function. Here we have B mapped onto not a function, mapped onto 2 other elements, not a function, independent elements. D would have been correct. Which of the following sets is represented by the relation? And here we have our function x squared plus 3. So we're going to substitute the x values where we see x to see what our answer would have been, to see if we would have gotten a pair. So here we have when x is 0, y should be 3. So 0 times 0, 0, plus 3 would have given you 3, good. 1 times 1, 1 plus 3, 4. So A would have been correct. Here if you have 1 times 1 would have given you 1 plus 3, you're not going to get 5. So this would have been incorrect. Here you have 2, 2 2's 4, plus 3, 4 plus 3, you're not going to get 5. Incorrect. Here you have 3 3's 9, 9 plus 3, you're not going to get 9. So these would have been incorrect. A is correct. This question, similar again. A straight line AB cuts the y-axis at. Here we look at our straight line. Don't assume that the answer is the same. You have to ensure that you look. We cannot swap the multiple choice questions. So here we have our AB line where it cuts the y-axis, and our answer is 0, negative 2. And this is a different paper from the first one. From the graph, the values of x when y is equal to negative 1 are, here we have our straight line. And the straight line that we have here, we're going to look to see where our y is equal to 1 touches the curve. And we're now going to draw a line from here to the x-axis. And when we look on our line, we realize that we're just looking at one unit. So here, the answer would have been 2.2 and negative 2.2. The maximum point of y equal to 4x minus x squared is, we're going to look, here we have our maximum point. So our value would have been 2, 4. So we say our x value before our y value. So the value for the equation of the graph above, and again this is a quadratic graph, answer D. Which of the following represents the equation of a straight line? Remember that the formula for equation of a straight line is y equal mx plus c. Therefore, looking on our answers, B would have been correct. Negative 6 wherever we see x. So here we're going to have 3 negative 6 in bracket minus 2. 3 times negative 6, we're going to get negative 18 minus 2, and that is going to give you negative 20. And if you're dividing by 5, divide on by 5, so 5 into negative 20 would have given you negative 4. Answer would have been A. The range, they're asking you for the range for the x to the third power for the domain negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. So here we have to say negative 2 to the third power would have given you negative 8. Negative 1 to the third, negative 1. 0 to the third, 0. 1 to the third, 1. And 2 to the third, 8. D would have been the answer. Another graph, the values of x for which y is equal to 4x minus x squared intersects y is equal to 0 at. So y is equal to 0. We're basically asking you, when y is equal to 0, what is the value for x? So this is the y-axis, and this is where y would be equal to 0. So when y is equal to 0, the x value would have been here and here. So it's safe to say that our answer would be x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 4. If f of x is equal to x squared minus x minus 1, then f of negative 5 is equal to, we're going to substitute negative 5 wherever we see x. So here we have x squared minus x minus 1. So we're going to put our negative 5 wherever we see x. So we have negative 5 squared minus, here we have our x. Remember that x is negative 5. You have to go ahead and write negative 5 in bracket minus 1. Negative 5 times negative 5 would give you 25, positive 25. A negative times a negative, positive 5 minus 1. And here we have 30 minus 1, and our answer is 29. So D is the answer. You substitute negative 5 wherever you see x. You carefully calculate the information. If your value here is negative, you ensure that you put it in bracket so you don't end up having negative 5 without having the minus negative 5. Which of the following line graphs represent x is greater than negative 2 but less than or equal to 4? So whenever they say, so first you have to look for negative 2, and the information here, the set here, it is telling us that the information, it is greater than negative 2, so we're going in this direction. And here it did not say including negative 2, so the 0 at the top of the negative 2, that will remain empty, and we move on all the way to negative 4, and it says less than or equal to negative 4, so we shade the area here. So A is the correct answer. Here we have a repeat of the same question we did earlier, so you can work it to see the answer you're going to get. And for this question, we have another repeat of the same question. The straight line AB cuts the y-axis at. You look to see your values. So this is 0, negative 2. So this would have been 0, negative 2, and your answer here would have been 29. Basically, these questions are coming from different papers. So this is showing us that if you can master the function era, you can get at least your 5 questions from that era correct. The question here states f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 1, then f negative 3 is equal. We're going to substitute negative 3 wherever we see x. The question here states if f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 1, then f negative 3 is equal to. So we're going to substitute negative 3 wherever we see x in this function. So we're going to have 2 bracket negative 3 square minus 1. So here we have our 2 outside of our bracket. Negative 3 times negative 3 would have given us positive 9 minus 1. 2 9s, 18 minus 1, and this would be equal to 17. The graph of the inequality in the diagram above is defined by, so here it is negative 2 less than, we should have our less than sign, so it would read as x is greater than negative 2 but lesser than or equal to 3. A would have been the correct answer. If you are not sure about inequality, go ahead and do some more revision as it relates to inequality so that you can be able to identify the answers for these questions easily. For mx plus c, for the form for a straight line, so we're going to rearrange these numbers in this form. So here we have 2y is equal to negative 3x. The 3x is negative because we basically bring it over the equal sign to the next side. Minus 8. We're going to divide by 2 on both sides. So here we're going to have y is equal to negative 3 over 2 and negative 8 over 2, and this can be cancelled to 2 into 8 goes 4 times. But our answer for the gradient, which would have been this section, is negative 3 over 2. Please go ahead and subscribe to NatKen Educational Services. There is the information on the screen. Ensure that you subscribe. Thank you again for watching another video. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Yes, you. I'm waiting on you to subscribe. Also, I'll be doing these multiple choice questions weekly. I'll be moving on to another topic, so it might probably be algebra, sets, something else. So let me know the next topic you would like me to go ahead and do so I can start putting the information together. Thanks for watching. Do have yourself a lovely day.